I wanted Victoria to let me know if she thinks she's feeling me. If she's not, she's being fake. You know, basically see what I'm not seeing. Zadia, she stuck out to me, just her energy. She's a fitness trainer, so Zadia.
Is that why she stuck out to you, because she's a fitness trainer? She got big booty. Just say she got big booty.
No, she's a beautiful woman.
You know I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Nah, I appreciate input.
Here we are, meeting someone's ex for the second time.
She asked if you had a fat ass. I said, I mean...
Wait a minute. I know what he likes. What's your love language? Do you know?
Mine is quality time. Physical touching gives kind of
Physical touch is not on his list like that. He doesn't like to cuddle. I mean, I'm just saying.
False.
You just didn't like to cuddle with me.
I didn't say that.
Whoa, whoa. She tells me that Nye doesn't like to cuddle. Possible red flag. But in any situation where you're meeting someone's ex, you want to know all these things. Have you ever known him to be in like a serious relationship?
No.
What do you think is like holding him back from that?
There are certain things that he wants and needs. Once he realizes that there's maybe a deal breaker, he's just particular.
Sounds picky.
Let's have a toast to bringing down the guardedness.
Yeah, because I never would have thought or imagined
Are you gonna
in this situation.
Let down the gate so I can come in?
It's coming down.
Yeah.
Cheers.
As I'm leaving the date, I feel good about it. I feel like I learned a little more information about Nye, and now I understand that my assignment here is to figure out what's gonna work for me now and what's gonna work for the future.
I kind of do wonder just about her ability to be there for you emotionally.
I appreciate you telling me that. That's something I definitely didn't think about. It's definitely a red flag, but I wasn't completely turned off.
I think a lot of women see you as a way out or a way up.
Oh, really? I don't really think about that.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Because all you see is fat ass.
Initially, this started at the pool party. I'm just looking around and I just see off in a distance this fine ass guy. He's sitting by himself and I'm like, hello? Are you not gonna come over and introduce yourself? That intrigued me. Although he didn't ask me to meet his ex-girlfriend, I still felt like I had to go for him.
Looking good.
You look good.
I wanted to take Sydney on a date, and she kind of flipped the script on me a little bit. She invited me out for a workout at her spot. I want to give everybody a fair shake.
I need to my hands are, my hands are.
That's what you need to do.
From the moment that he walked in, and I immediately got butterflies. So I was like, oh gosh, okay. This is new for me. It was a good view, so. The vibes were there, for sure.
What are you looking for?
I need to meet someone that's completely compatible with me, that will allow me to be myself. The end game is to get married eventually.
So what about family? And you want kids?
As he was talking to me, it was definitely like the heart emojis. It was just a match made in heaven.
You're dope. I like this. She's not just a pretty face. She has a lot of depth to her. She has a lot of soul. It's one of those weird connections that just came out of nowhere. We all feel a little bit uneasy. Like, yeah, dates went well, but...
I don't know, I'm ready to hear about it, though.
The ladies decided to ask Leah a multitude of questions. I'm talking smack, pulled out their phones.
How is it with Sydney? I mean, Sydney came late in the process.
I'm pressed on Sydney as much as she pressed on me, and I think that says a lot.
How was Mumin?
There's genuine feelings there. I could never deny it. And with that, she's showing it full force.
You got your hands full. Who did you introduce your ex to?
Sabrina and Mumine.
Okay.
She's like, I see why you like Sabrina, but she's a wild card. She can sense she's keeping her composure, but if you strike the wrong nerve, she's gonna go off.
Through the roof.
Right. And so Denise said, Mumine is like the safer choice. She wants kids. She feels like she's more level. You know, it just made things a little bit more complicated.
What did she say about Zadi?
Afterwards,
Yeah.
she was saying some things that may be perceived as not the greatest light, but I'm good with staying right where I'm at for now.
When Nye is looking at Zadi, he's not seeing the big picture. He sees how she acts towards him. And it seems like Zadi has taken advantage of that circumstance. I think he goes into that conversation blindly.
But I want to hear from Phil, though. The seal was nice?
Yeah, it looked like it.
After it's all said and done, what did the ex say about the two?
She said she liked them both equally. Both bring something different to the table, so it is going to be tough.
Dante.
It definitely was good to, see my ex. Both ladies was, open and honest, and I appreciated that.
You talk to the ex anymore since that night?
She definitely had a lot to say about Zadia, how flustered she appeared to be during the day. She definitely gave kudos to Shiloh for being more calm. I'm feeling Aisha.
Tell me about that.
Strong conversations, similar interests, and, real strong chemistry.
I introduced my ex to Camille. She asked some really tough questions about, of course, the multiple engagements.
How many has she had?
3.
Is that a pattern?
Well, she said that, I guess it's better than having, multiple engagements versus having multiple divorces. She asked me how long she's gonna be here. Is she about to leave? What's happening? I was like, well, I'm gonna talk to her for a second. And she said, you sure? I said, dude, it's cool. Like,
That's not a sign at all.
I
think you're avoiding some signs. Who are you not feeling? Let's go, Frank.
Last week I had to see it in the lack of connections column, and not that we haven't tried, but
We kind of have this start up and stop type of thing where we'll have some good chemistries, connections, but for whatever reason.
I would say Camille, but I don't even want to put Camille on the list because I just yield to this man right here,
Okay.
We battled too much.
Who is this? Camille. Okay.
You can't put Camille on the list right now.
Man.
New rules. Let's.
Fine, Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Y'all got this, fellas? After the deed is done,
Uh-oh.
let the remaining ladies know that they need to pack their bag. Y'all taking a trip. I promise you, it's gonna be eye-opening.
She's been real, been open, she's been honest. She's a boss. I wanted to make sure that it was me who did this date with Tasia.
I'm good.
Good.
¿Cómo estás?
oh, bien, y tú.
Sí.
We're just gonna enjoy ourselves, no
Right.
stress.
But there's something about Sabrina's body language. It's kind of giving me like standoffish vibes.
What do you feel like you've taken away from this so far?
I tried my best not to let this process fluster me. It's gonna be great. Whomever I end up with is gonna be great.
No matter what our portion of this process is, where we stand with one another, I am highly looking forward to shrinking my my connections to be super valuable and,
So the connection that you and I have is, are you saying is done?
I haven't said anything yet.
It's been times where I've called you and I've texted you and I didn't hear from you until like days later.
We've talked a lot lately.
That was because I reached out.
Am I catching some shade right now?
No, it's not shade, it's the truth. I just don't want you to blow smoke up my ass.
I'm not blowing
I want you.
I got Rambo on one side, Terminator on the other, and I'm constantly the one getting the shells.
Is what you've seen so far enough?
You are the real deal.
First of all, I have always. This week, it was women's time to get eliminated. Do you know I have not heard from no one? I'm not gonna keep putting myself through that. That's not fair to me.
You're right. Your name came up. Though you are making connections with a good amount of these men, you say yourself that you are having a hard time finding, your truest, genuine connections.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody said glowing things like, yo, you're dope, you're amazing. But at this point in time, they just felt like you weren't ready to love. I feel like what we talk about in our connection is genuine.
I don't have anything to say about that. Guess being real don't make the cut. I wouldn't do anything differently in this experience. The Tasia that I presented myself as is the true, authentic Tasia. Please come get me. Come get me.
We all did decide that we're giving you another chance for you to be able to find love. But in doing so, I do want you to know
I probably could have done more, but I didn't because they weren't doing anything.
and that's your truth.
Like, I might as well date the women. The women would love me the way I pursue. It's just to the point now where it's nothing more that I can do. I'm not gonna force anything, so it is what it is.